Ottawa Chichigo Daisuki Nandayo. It's another Moist Boys tutorial. Why the fuck did you want more? I mean, like, when uploading the first fucking tutorial on Discord, I actually got requests for more, so... And one, like, YouTube commenter. So, again, question. Why the fuck do you want this? But enough about rape, let's have a jape. Ooh. That's what professionals put on. I'm gonna show you how to color and shit. So we need another basic rudimentary sort of shape. So let's draw a basic rudimentary shape. That's not a very good rudimentary shape. Shit! I'm wearing weird gothic buckle gloves, so I can't really draw that well. Okay, so... Alright, so here we have a rudimentary shape. Now, what I like to do when I color, I like to go to a separate layer. I don't color on the line art. To me, coloring on the line art is like a bad idea. Or at least like using the fill tool. Whenever I do use the fill tool, I always have anti-aliasing off, so it's... oh my. Easier to do. So what I usually do, so say for instance I want to pick a color. I'm going to color this thing yellow. Alright, decent yellow. But for shading, there's a few types of shadings you can do, which I shall thus demonstrate now. There's... just got a big old sticky pencil out. So say you've got like blue. So you've got blue, another blue, and another blue. Slightly violet, I can't fucking tell. There's the first type of shading, which is dubbed cell shading. Basically what we do with cell shading, you darken the colour and sort of go up with the palette. So, as you can see, if that's a little bit dark, that can work. As you can see, it's shaded, but by adding another colour sort of like a little further on or a little other way through the spectrum, it creates a neon effect. Then you have dark shading, which is probably one of my favourite. You just like darken the colour really, really low. And there you go. And then there's just like regular sort of rudimentary shading, where you just darken the colour a little bit and bazamalam. But today I'm going to be focusing on how to do all three of these, because I have nothing else better to do with my time. So let's try dark shading. Go relatively dark, and when I usually shade, I use the... what's it called? Because I can't tell what it's called. I use the pixel pen, and I do this shit. And I always have it set to 1, so let's get some emphasis on those testiculars there. So, very badly shaded dick. It is just a dick. Now, that's shading 1. Oh, sorry. Shit, I messed it up. So that's that shading. Big hunk on the nose, big squeezy the titty. So that's that. You can do this in a reverse order, so like maybe this is a dark color and you can shade that in lighter, so on and so on. But we're not going to do it like that. Because I said so. Now, next we're going to move on to cell shading. Now, basically what I usually do, so you just click a color, which you're coloring, you darken it down a little bit, and then you move through the spectrum a bit until you find sort of like a clean mix. And when you're through that spectrum, you just sort of... that's a little too... oh, there you go. Just sort of go like that. And sort of add the emphasis on the balls. I'm a horrible artist. And thus that creates a neon effect. Because it's moving up in the spectrum in a way that's like... when you use another colour which is opposite in the spectrum, well, not completely opposite, but still close enough to the colour you're using, it can create this sort of again, neon effect. And because of this, it's really good if you're like a very psychedelic artist. And if you just want to be really dynamic. And then there's simple shading. Where it's just, I don't know, are you fucking bored or something? Get the fuck out of my house. There we go. Rudimentary. I say rudimentary a lot. I'm sort of like that one. There you go. Simple shading. Good for
practically everything.
I'm gonna stop ear raping.
I lied.
Now, what if you want to do it the other way around? Well,
Have I got a treat for you?
one lazy trick people do is just, you know, just do that. Make it white. Although that does work on like some metallic-y sort of surfaces, I don't like to do that. I like to do this. I like to not have it completely white, have a little bit of yellow left, so, you know, make it look like a moist banana. There you go. Hey. And the cell shading, it also works in other ways. Because if you think about it, let's move on to another document. I'll show you. If you think about it, there's my thingy froze. Aren't I professional? Now, away with you. My PC's acting up. Now, let me draw a simple little man. He is a simple little man. He's a sex offender. Now, there's different directions in which the light is coming from. This is what a lot of sort of younger artists struggle with, is where the light comes from. What I used to do, I used to have a wood sort of armature figure, which I would, with that armature, I would put that near my lamp, or just shine the lamp on it and see where the light would reflect. So let's colour this little doodah man in. Let's colour him in this colour. Actually, no, let's do it like this so I can get more of a dynamic sort of effect. Say the light is coming from this way, just a simple light. In that case, the light will go like that. And thus works this way. If the light is pointed here.
Bazamalam!
Now, one thing I seem to struggle with is top side and bottom side. Top side shading is a little bit strange for me because I don't really know how to deal with it. But I usually do this, while a lot of people just do this. Again, there's no exact way for how you do it, but it's there. And of course there's different sort of... And another thing which I really sort of don't do when, say, this colour is pointing in this direction. People usually colour this said light coming in a direction, like this. I do it like this. Don't have it completely that colour. Have it sort of faded a bit so it looks party aesthetic. Like this would be something you'd see on the side of like a Poundland Christmas cracker or something. Yeah. Let's talk about the spectrum. What spectrum, you say? As in this spectrum? As in possibly hinting at
more than one?
No. I'm talking about the color spectrum. If you couldn't tell, this is an art video. Strange, I know. Kill me. So here's the spectrum. In possibly MS Paint quality. But in the spectrum there's colors you can identify with. There's colors which are there. It's like a cycle, you see? Now, A lot of artists, like MS Paint artists, why do they exist? I didn't earrate that time. Let me fix that.
Why do they exist?
Go with colours like these. Now, if you're a special clever boy, you can think outside the box and toy around with what's in between. And you could toy around with what's in between, you have no limits. Like, well, you do have some limits, you can't fly. Which really does suck, to be honest. See? Think outside the motherfucking box. Think outside the box. I'm gonna draw a little. He's a dick face, ooh. So yeah, there's a light shading tutorial. Yeah. That's pretty much about it. I have nothing else to show you. Hope you can hear the song I'm playing. Thank you for watching, and as usual, if OBS wants to load, I'm very low quality. As usual,
I have autism.
oh my.